want you to picture this. Close your eyes, let the world fade away around you, and let's just take a minute to picture this. It's 2012. You just got home from school, and you go up to your TV, you turn it on, you go up to your Xbox 360, you put in the disc for Minecraft, and you start building whatever random thing comes to your mind. It may not have been Xbox, but everybody did it at some point. It's just a fact. Everybody did it. And if you didn't do it, you're not real. This is all a government psyop, and you're not actually an actual person. I said actual a lot. Anyway, hi, my name is Kjwippy, and I recently have been going through some old stuff, and I pulled out my Xbox 360, and I was like, you know what? Let's look at some of the old stuff that I used to do. So, first of all, it's very quiet. As you'll notice, it is incredibly quiet, as I turned off the music, actually pretty early on, just because I thought the menu music itself was just so loud, and just so in your face. It got me every time I loaded up the game. I would forget how loud it was, so I was like, you know what? Off you go. And I feel bad. I got a lot of worlds here. Like, if I scroll through, and I'm only going to show the icons, because some of these names are just stupid. Let's look at a few that I remember. So this one's called the Kingdom of Alagon. Don't know what my naming convention was back then, but that's just what it was. Whoa. Okay, first of all, look sensitivity is real low. So what am I? Oh my god, wait, this is... Oh god, who is this? Is this the ODST? Halo ODST? Is it the rookie? Oh, the old sounds! Alright, well, it's still kind of clunky, but cool. Okay. Okay. So, if you are like me, you will recognize a lot of stuff in this place, because there was a book that I had when I was a kid, and it was all these like medieval builds and stuff that you could do, and it showed all these different like stylized things. Whoa. And I basically tried to make a giant kingdom using that as like my guide. So let's take a peek-see here. Does this actually work? I don't remember if I was actually decent at Redstone or not. Come on. Oh my god, it actually worked. Bye. Okay, it's laggy, but it works. That's cool. Oh man, the old villagers. I forgot that's what they used to look like. Oh, the old interface! I forgot about what? Why do I just have an efficiency 5 on breaking 3 shovel? What is wrong with me? Excalibur! Just sitting in a chest in the middle of the marketplace. That's great. Intruder alarm. Oh! Is it on a... It's on repeat! I was smart back then! Block chimes. Wow! Dude, I was so smart! Now, I know that I could have just taken these worlds off of my Xbox and put them on a hard drive, put them into my computer and done it that way, but doing it like this just feels so much better to me. You know, it gives you the authentic experience of, whoa, that is an ugly castle. That is ugly. Now, this isn't so bad, because it was followed by the book. It was not my original design. Jesus? But I will say, I had some pretty decent commitment, because if you look, these walls are all complete. I completed the entire structure. So my commitment as a child was great. I also didn't have Xbox Live Gold, so I literally only ever played by myself. This was all really I had to do with my time, which was sad. And I probably need therapy or something, I don't know. Honestly, I'm very proud of myself with this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a rating out of 10 on each of these worlds that I go through today, and just give myself a bit of a judgment on how decently I think this holds up today. And I think this entire thing, even though it was copied from a book and none of it's really my own original ideas. The layout's my, the layout is my planning. That diagonal wall, I remember they didn't have a diagonal version of the wall in the book, so I was like, I gotta figure this out. How do I do this? And oh, my controller died. I had no idea how to do that, and so that took me forever. And also that like elevation change there in that wall, just absolutely painful to do. So I'm gonna give myself a solid 7 out of 10. It's not original work, but it's good work, and I am proud of it. I think this is one of my prouder worlds. The next one here is another one that I'm very proud of, and I remember this one very distinctly. This was one that I made when my cousin came out for like a weekend to visit from where they lived across the country. It turned into my own personal survival world, and right off the bat, we are right next to my house. No, this isn't my main house. I was weird in this. I had a starter base. There's my failed mob farm. I remember that. And then that right there is my starter base. Look at that. This world, I put a lot of hard work into. As you can see, I've been to the end. I've done that. I'm pretty sure I have Elytra on me, and they're almost broken because I didn't know that mending was a thing. That's funny. Oh man. So I guess let's check it out. Let's go to my starter base first. Let's check it out. Wow, acquired by Kjwippy. That wasn't my Xbox name back then. But now we got a functioning dragon head here, and then the sweet little egg there. That's great. Look at little me go. What the heck is this? Oh, if I go in here, oh dang, the old door textures. I forgot they're a completely different color. Oh man, yeah, this was my house. Nothing super special. Except there was a hole downstairs that you could go down, and that's where all my storage was. Now there's not much in here anymore, because I moved it to a different place, which is way better and cooler. And I went here, and I had this was my enchanting setup for a while. I removed all the books, moved it somewhere else as well. And if I remember this correctly, this was supposed to be based off of like a submarine, and it was just a tunnel to get across the water and go up here into my farm, which for some reason was across the river from here. Look at that. Look at how organized this is. Look at how awesome I am. That's not what I meant to say, but I am awesome, and you would be too if you subscribe. And then up this hill is where I made my first, like, main settlement. Like, that starter base was cool and all, but that wasn't the thing, you know? So if I go in here, oh man, that is a struggle to get in there. Oh, this was when I got my dog too. Yeah, there's Ellie. That's not a golden retriever, but that's her. That's my baby. My horses out there. It's my furnace and brewing room. And we had my other storage that was in here, which is still kind of full of stuff. Oh man, this was all the way back when you had to use the trapped chests in order to place chests next to each other. Oh geez, and the sword blocking? Oh man. I had my bedroom and a bunch of empty rooms because I didn't have the grind set for some reason at this point in time. I'm not gonna fly because these elytra are literally like almost destroyed. So I'm gonna go by foot. No, I'm gonna go by horse. I have a horse. Let's use the horse. So this world didn't spawn with a jungle. All I had was the one jungle sapling from the bonus chest that spawned. So that was it. Which is really funny. Let's go with my diamond armor. Oh man, this is laggy. Whoa. You'll see why it's laggy, but it is very laggy. Oh, look at that. You see that in the top of the trees there? That is my biggest project I've ever done. The biggest thing that I have ever worked on in my Xbox 360 Minecraft experience. This is my mansion, and this is, I guess you could say, the equivalent of my mega base, with all these random spruce with all these random saplings that I threw around everywhere. Do I have a horse hole to leave you? You can see that I put a lot of effort into this. I went crazy with it, and I had storage all over the house for some reason. This was my cobblestone storage for some godforsaken reason. My coal was here. Over here was my library and enchanting room, right? Not finished, as you can see. We had one of the guest bedrooms, and by extension, a guest like storage area or something if they wanted to use it for that. I really liked to pretend that I had friends to play with, but I didn't. There is some random room with blue wool. Don't know what this was supposed to be. Maybe like a dining room or something. Another guest room. This was my furnace area, and for what it was, I was pretty proud of this at the time. I thought it was pretty nice. Then we got a nice little courtyard here, which, again, pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. My color palette could use a little bit of work. There's a lot of conflicting textures and colors, but, you know, again, I wasn't exactly the smartest child ever, but I was kind of smart, and I remember that because I had this button right here that opened up the stairs to my shulker box storage. I have what is that? Redstone. Okay, so maybe I was stupid. There's my flower field over there. My personal swimming pool, complete with prismarine that I somehow managed to get. I don't really know how young me did it. And there's also my furnace setup. And then over in this area, I believe was my makeshift villager area, which I think they're all dead. Because that guy's in there. That's not good. And you might be wondering why there's all these doors. If you remember in the old versions of Minecraft, villager breeding was dependent on how many doors were in a village. And, like, the ratio of that to villagers, it was weird and confusing, and I think villager breeding has become way more, you know, streamlined and just much more accessible to the casual audience, so it's way better now. I hated it back then. But there was one more thing in this place. I don't remember where it is. Ah, yep, there it is. Over here, you have my attempt at making a more modern style build. And I think it came out pretty nice. Actually, I really like this. I really like this. The vines growing down the side. This is nice. I don't hate it. And it's a nice use of jungle wood. And like I said, it's a rare wood, so that means it's an expensive house. So that's pretty cool. Oh, that's right. So that starter base that I showed at the beginning of this section, that wasn't even my original starter base. That was up there. I lived all the way up there, and we had a bridge going across here. And my cousin... Uh-oh, there's my cousin's house. There it is. Look at that. She probably has not seen this thing in over 10 years. Oh, man. And yeah, then you can see there's the mob farm where my second starter base was. All right, rating out of this one, definitely I'm going to give it a higher rating. Probably like 9.5. Because my builds were way better, way bigger, way more ambitious. I put a lot more time and effort into it. And it's survival, it's not creative. I'm very proud of myself for this. I'm giving this a solid 9.5 out of 10. Not perfect, but definitely some of my best work on this console. Okay, so this next one will probably interest most of my viewer base because of a certain video series that I'm mostly, you know, done with. I don't really associate much with it anymore. But if you have at all watched my Five Nights at Freddy's locations built in Minecraft series, the continuously ongoing thing that pains me every day. I mentioned that way back when on my Xbox 360, I built a custom FNAF place, and this is it. And I'm not going to show you right now. It's black for you guys because I want to make sure I go outside first to show it off. So let me, oh my god. There we are. Look at that. It's so bad. It's so hideous. And you can see all the gross redstone and stuff, but it's a 2-story building. It's pretty impressive for me. Also, we're in a void world, which is weird. But I'm also noticing that there's other stuff out here, which is interesting. Is this the FNAF 1 place? I distinctly remember something like that. Yes. It is. That's right. So we had the lights. That's cool. And the door. Oh. I was so smart. This is so cool. Oh, this is creepy. Oh, I hate it. And look, here's the game. Now, it's hard to see for you guys, probably. But, oh, we got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica. And there's Foxy all the way over here in the dark, behind his curtains. Oh, and then Golden Freddy in the kitchen. Oh, God. Wow. You can see how my redstone was a bit clunky back then. So, it was rough, but it was fun. And I think I did a good job. What is this? What are you? Oh, it's lagging real hard. What? Wow. I straight up tried to make the whole song, holy crap. I missed a lot of notes and it was kind of rough during some parts, but man, that's so cool. Okay, so we go inside here and you can see that it's dark as hell in here. It's dark. Please wait to be seated. That's nice, I included some little seating here. But if we walk in here, there are 2 dining tables. That's it. There's also the gang up here on the stage. Once again, doing their thing in their most detailed forms, as you can see. The likeness is just beautiful. One of the backstage areas is one of my favorite because we have the parts and service, we have the vents, we have the kitchen. For some reason, the animatronics have to go through the kitchen to the parts and service, and then we have the clock in and clock out system. So the light means you're clocked in. When it's turned off, the light is... yeah, the light's off, and that means you're clocked out. Then we have the generator, which is on right now, and I'll show you that I hooked up the entire building in a minute. If we head back out here, we have the really dark stairwell, which is employees only, which is dumb that I put these signs here because upstairs here is the Pirate's Cove with a bunch of seats for guests to sit at. So that's kind of not employees only. Now, I'm not going to show too much of up here at the moment because we also have the arcade. There's Balloon Boy. I don't look like Balloon Boy. And we have some more arcade cabinets beneath the stairs. We've got the bathrooms. We've got the fun time, eating time, party time posters. And then we have another like kind of prize room or something with all the plushies, the mob heads. We got the marionette, and then we have the Mangle. It's such a stupid thing, but I love it so much. Now I show you guys the upstairs. So I showed you that there's Pirate's Cove over here. All right, there's Mr. Foxy, and he's got a whole boat set up, and it's really low roof for some reason. We have the employee break room, which is nice, right? We have the daycare area, which is just a dinky little wooden fence. It's so bad. And then finally, we have the office, which is honestly, I think, one of my favorite parts, just because I can mess with that. There's a vent with a light. And then the lights on the hallway, they go all the way down, which I thought was cool. Look at that. That's pretty cool, right? Well, now, let's go turn off the generator, and you'll see very quickly how dark this place gets and how useless you become. So if I just flip that off, there's a giant lag spike, and now everything's turned off. The only light that stays on is in front of the stage here. Everything else, except for the bathrooms, is is turned off. It's all dark. And is real dark. Wow. So you can still do the lights, but you can no longer close the doors. And I spent so long making that system, and I can actually show you guys if I go outside here. I can show you just how disgusting this redstone is. So you can see that the power comes from the generator. It goes along here, and it goes towards these lights, which turns them off. Right? It's the daycare area, and this over here blocks the redstone from being able to pass into the door system. You can see that there is a redstone wire from this lever here, goes around, pushes that, and that lets you power the doors open and closed, right? Well, now they're constantly powered open, which means that this entire thing works the way it's supposed to. It's supposed to shut it off, and it does exactly that. And you can also see the really disgusting vent system that I have. It's gross, and I don't want to go in there because it's cramped and gross. But my god, this thing took me forever to make, and I'm so gosh darn proud of it. What would I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10? I think I'd give myself an 8. Because it's good, and it's some of my better work. But man, the exterior is horrendous. The redstone is horrendous, but at the same time, the redstone is functional. And it's kind of difficult stuff to do when you're a 14-year-old dude who has no idea what the heck he's doing because he's been playing solo Xbox 360 Minecraft for his entire life. So, you know, it's yeah, sacrifices on both ends, I guess. But yeah, 8 out of 10. I think that's pretty good. Now, this next one's a little different, and I apparently loaded it up with a texture pack by accident. Oops. But this one's a little bit... Ew. Bad textures. This right here is my redstone testing world. I watched a lot of Mumbo Jumbo at this point in time, and I very heavily took the influence of going into a testing world, making sure things work, and then putting it into another place. And my god, I did a lot of stuff. This is funny, because in Hermitcraft Season 6, I think, Mumbo, like, put out a poll on Twitter. Design your own building to go to part of, go as part of my mega base, and I'll select one to be part of it, or whatever. And so this was my design, and it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I don't hate it, but you'll see I've got like just a bunch of random mechanisms going around here, like, ooh, well that's handy. Oh wow, there's just all these like little like knickknacks and stuff around here. Bouncy house, my melon floored bouncy castle. This was way too entertaining as a kid. This is the 3x3 piston door that was in the official Minecraft Redstone handbook. And it's pretty dang efficient. Look at that. Is this my spiral door? Oh my god, that's actually super cool. Wow. The redstone, again, very clunky, but holy crap. That's actually super cool. Is it this? Is it this lovely creature right here? That's it. That's it. I remember spending a lot of time trying to get this thing to work because of how frustrating it was. So overall, this world is just a lot of experimentation. So I don't think there's a lot of stuff necessarily to drag it down, because a lot of it is failed experiments, but a lot of it is successful experiments. So I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 as well. It's very scattered, very disorganized, but very cool. And it's really cool to see things continue to work after all this time. Now, granted, the game hasn't updated since then, but I frankly really, really, really like this world. And I hope you guys do too. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for joining me on this trip down memory lane. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like, and if you really enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe. And in the meantime, I hope you all stay safe. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!